What's going on, everyone? Here it is time to review Better Call Saul Season 1, Episode 2, titled Mijo, which means son. It should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, less than that, tell you my opinions, pros and cons, and the final score. And by the way, if you have not heard, I know this has nothing to do with Better Call Saul, but if you have not heard, if you're a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Spider-Man has just joined the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Sony and Marvel have come to terms, and they'll be reintroducing Spider-Man into the movie universe in 2017. Anyway, we're here for Better Call Saul, just saying if you have not heard about that. Let's get right to it. Oh my gosh, I haven't even gave it a score yet, because I wrote a lot of pros. First off, let's start with Tuco knocks... Let me just say this, that this episode was way better than the series premiere. I'm going to put it out there, that's my opinion, personal opinion. Tuco knocks out the two skaters in the house we see before Saul arrives, and then they're asking for death, those two skaters. He called their abuela, his grandma, a biznatch. And Saul arrives, or Jimmy arrives, and the abuela comes down, and she's like, he spilled salsa. He's like, I spilled salsa on the carpet, abuela, let me clean it up. And she's like, oh, and like, seriously, it's blood, and it's, you don't know what he did to the two skaters, though. And we find out that when Saul, or Jimmy arrives, the skaters are alive, but the skaters, when he takes off the tape, they reveal that it was a scam, and Jimmy's a part of this, and so it was Jimmy's idea. So then we go, and we cut to the desert, and basically, Jimmy's pleading for his life, and Jimmy can go, but he ends up talking about justice and fair to Tuco, and excuse me, Tuco is getting it, but he's not getting it. He's like, an eye for an eye, and he just goes to it, but he ends up breaking each of their legs. One for both, breaks their legs, and basically he takes them to urgent care, and he's like, you're the worst lawyer ever. He's like, I just saved your life, I'm the best lawyer ever. And I was like, true, it is true. Anyway, he goes home, and his brother Chuck, he has a space blanket on and everything, because for some reason he doesn't like phones in the house. That was a big WTF moment. I don't understand him. He's weird. And we see a montage of Jimmy doing his cases. It's time, folks. Basically doing that. I can't tell for Looney Tunes or the it's showtime. I can tell. But he's doing cases, and of course, he's having problems with Mike with the stickers, as always, and having getting paid and everything. So Tuco's friend, who was with him at the desert, visits Jimmy, and he wants him to take the skaters' money and the $1,000 and work with him, saying join the business, and you got to get in the game. Overall, what did I think about this episode of Better Call Saul? Honestly, I'm going to get to my pros. Having Tuco back in this show, this universe, before we even see him in Breaking Bad, we get to explore him more, and it sounds kind of weird. Explore him more. Well, not today. We get to explore him a little bit more, and seriously, he's such an interesting character. He really is. The way he's portrayed and acted is so, you feel it's real. You feel he's pleading for his life. Jimmy, he's literally, Bob Odenkirk sells it. He's pleading for his life. He's lying, but he doesn't. What situation is two skaters, and you're thinking, are they going to kill the two skaters? They're not going to kill Saul, or but what are they going to do?
I love the ending. It's just again the abuela, and you know, she say I'm in trouble, and you know, and the subtitles and everything was so great. The directing of this episode was amazing. Of course, you could tell Vince Gilligan is written all over. The writing is what makes the show so good. And I honestly consider Breaking Bad the greatest TV show of all time in the universe. That's my personal opinion, and I'm saying this show is 100%. If Breaking Bad had a baby with itself, this is the baby, and that's how good it is. I love the music, and of course the montages and the editing of this show. It's very well genius, and I love the ending of how he's sleeping or trying to sleep, and then the girl's like, "You have a visitor at his office for once." So
I'm gonna give this episode a solid A. Only the part where I'm not a big fan of him and Chuck. Now, I'm not saying I don't hate what Chuck, the character, but just those are really slow scenes. And I don't like the lighting because it's electricity and dark, and it really annoys me, the house. I know it's kind of weird to say that, but again, a solid A. I enjoyed it so much that I'm ready to see what Bob Odenkirk could bring to next week's episode. And now that Tuco's friend is in there and kind of talking to Jimmy, will we be seeing Tuco more? Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this Better Call Saul video. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next Monday for another Better Call Saul episode. Keep on talking a lot. Pros to cons, I had no cons at all. All the pros, well, except the house thing. But overall, I enjoyed it. It was great. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope you're enjoying it, or are you guys hating it? Tell me down below. Spock be with you always. Hit that subscribe button for way much more of content of Saul. Who are you gonna call?